Earth, our dynamic, ever-changing planet. Today, continents drift, mountains rise, and oceans churn. But what if I told you there was a time when Earth's surface was eerily still? A time so calm, geologists once dubbed it the boring billion. But this billion-year stretch of supposed monotony? It shaped the world we know today, and it's anything but boring. Around 2 billion years ago, Earth was a different beast. Imagine a planet with toxic oceans, reeking of sulfur, and skies filled with less sunlight than today. Land, barely inhabited aside from microbial life clinging to survival. The ocean wasn't the sparkling blue we know. It was suffocating, low in oxygen but rich in sulfur. On land, microbial organisms like cyanobacteria were the reigning champions. Earth's mantle was boiling, over 250 degrees Celsius hotter than today, making the crust thin and fragile. Back then, plate tectonics as we know it didn't exist. Instead, Earth's crust was like a flimsy patchwork quilt, barely holding together. But even in this chaos, the seeds of change were sown. Around 1.8 billion years ago, the first supercontinent Nuna formed. This marks the start of the so-called boring billion. Life in this ancient era? Microscopic. The oceans teemed with sulfur-loving bacteria, tiny survivors thriving in toxic waters. These colorful bacteria created strange, slimy mats, the real stars of early Earth. And yet, hidden beneath this simplicity, something profound was happening. Slowly but surely, eukaryotic life, cells with nuclei, began to emerge. Imagine the smell. Scientists believe this was Earth's stinkiest time thanks to all that hydrogen sulfide. Life was still microbial, but Earth was getting ready for its next big act. Finally, the boring billion came to an end. Around 750 million years ago, the mantle cooled enough for real tectonic drama. Supercontinent Rodinia began to break apart, and modern plate tectonics took its first shaky steps. Rift valleys formed, subduction zones appeared, and Earth entered a new phase, one that would lead directly to the Cambrian explosion, where life would diversify like never before.